I want to talk about the thematic backbone of this movie. I think it's such a good example of how to do theme on all levels without feeling like they're all doing the same thing. You have this central protagonist, very clear she is different and faces discrimination. And then you have this B story with Dr. Dillamon and the animals, who is different in another way, but it isn't just he's being discriminated against, it's he and his kind are actually being persecuted with the risk of being enslaved. And then you have this other theme, which is the other side of the coin, about caring for others, which obviously connects directly to the theme of discrimination, right? It's not making people feel bad because of who they are. And then the central antagonist in Galinda, who cares only about herself, but even goes as far as to like virtue signal how much she cares about everyone else, right? And is actually making other people feel bad. It's that perfect protagonist antagonist fighting for opposite things or the same thing in the opposite way. And then you have the way that that spreads out into the world is the plan Oz and Madame Morrible are concocting, which ties it all together. It's something that's really for their own benefit and is actually going to harm others, but they're saying it's for the greater good. So it's like what Elphaba is dealing with, the world has a version of that, and the way that Galinda is, the world has a version of that. That's also, I think, why this movie feels so cohesive, is because it all feels like we know exactly what we're talking about here. So it just radiates out everywhere. And I think it's one of the best examples I can think of a movie that is doing all of that in a way that, again, doesn't feel too repetitive, but also doesn't feel tangential.